the next thing, that's the most recent time that's happened to me, but that's not the most epic time that's happened to me. The most epic thing that I've seen in my head was from a, believe it or not, of all things, it was from a Lucky Charms commercial. And I remember the exact moment. It is stalled in my memory for the rest of my life. Now, I remember I was living on my own at the time. I was in an empty house. It was around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. The sun had just set, and I turned on the TV, and it was set to the satellite. And I live on the West Coast, and I was getting things. No, I live on the East Coast, and I was getting things from the West Coast, meaning that they were a couple of hours behind, meaning that they were still giving breakfast cereal commercials, right? And so I saw a Lucky Charms commercial. Wow! Oh my God! What I saw in my head is the... Now, this is the part of the show that I intended to rehearse for you guys, because it is so epic that I do not want to mess this up. I want to say this in one full sweep. I want to say this without messing up any lines, but I am allowed to mess up. I am just going to have so much fun with this. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because it's just the effect that I'm going to do it. Alright. Now, my original intention was to search the internet and find the commercial that I'm talking about and then show it to you guys, but I've tried and I can't fucking find it. And that's okay. It's totally alright. I'm just gonna... This is all gonna be passion. This is gonna be passion and failure, but passion mostly. But before, I think what I want to do is I want to... Yeah, wait 1 second. Oops. Okay, still not good. Wait. No. Okay. Alright, this is good. This is good enough. Alright. I want you to imagine a field. I mean a forest, right? Imagine a forest. Imagine the Gumdrop Forest. And a SWAT team-esque group of... A brigade of people with night vision goggles. It's nighttime, by the way. Night vision goggles and machine guns and all sorts of things are posted outside of this forest, right? And okay, they're after our main character. They're after Lucky the Leprechaun, and they're just waiting for him to pounce out. He comes out and he senses something. All of a sudden, an arrow comes out of nowhere and almost strikes him, right? Now Lucky's on the defensive. He uses his first marshmallow power. Marshmallow power! He uses the horseshoe, which gives him super speed. And now he's like blazing through the forest. And these people are trying to keep up. Luckily, the leader of the whole thing has it set up in a way where several different sections of the team are able to cut Lucky off. So he's running one way and a team of people just knock him out and well, they try to knock him out. And so he runs out of the marshmallow power and he uses the next one, marshmallow power, invisibility, and he goes invisible and he's still just trying to elude everyone. And you know, they activate some kind of machine that I guess makes like this mud thing, and now that he's covered in mud, you're able to see the guy. It's genius, I tell you. And so, all right, now Lucky gets shot in the arm. He's slowed down. He's weakened. And all of a sudden, these people stop. They stop shooting. They stop firing. They stop attacking. And that's because their leader halted them. And with a real smug grin, he stares down Lucky, blood dripping from his arm. And he says, "So, Lucky, are you going to make this easy for yourself? Or are you going to make this fun for me?" And Lucky just smiles. This guy responds to this smile by saying, "I've studied you. We know everything about you. We know that you don't have any more marshmallow power left. You are weak. You are defenseless. You should give yourself up while you have the chance. Lucky just smiles. Are you sure that you know everything about me? And the guy responds, there's no use for bluffing here. I am the hunter. And you are my prey. You were caught. Lucky, again, smiles. And he reaches into his pocket. And then all of a sudden the guy's eyes widen. Shoots him! And everybody shoots all at once. And in a split second, the camera kind of stops in mid-time and he says, marshmallow power. Bring these trees to life! And the entire forest erupts as an army of trees of birchwoods and mahogany and redwoods attack. One of them sweeps through the soldiers. An entire brigade is forced down by one tree. And Lucky climbs one of the trees and is riding the tree out of harm's way while everybody is being attacked by this forest of these, just nature at its most brutal. And so Lucky does escape. He uses his last marshmallow power. He uses that shooting star thing to ride out of there. And now the scene is calmed. They're at a campfire. They're nursing their wounds. And the main leader is looking towards the stars, and the second in command says to him that we've just received contact from Toucan Sam. And the main leader is like, what does he say? He's saying something about following our noses. And then the leader says, that fool. If he only knew what we were truly after. Sir, I know it exists. And I know he knows. I know that Lucky knows the exact location of the 8 essential amino acids and vitamins that are essential to create the world's most perfect breakfast. And with that power under my control, I shall control the world. Sir, but what about... No. Leave Toucan Sam to me. Ooh, Lucky. You have escaped. And I hope that you enjoy it while it lasts. Because you've always been my trophy, but now you are my prey. Oh yes, your capture will be sweet, but your death will be magically delicious. Lucky Charms, part of a balanced breakfast, now with sprinkles! And scene. That's what I saw, more or less. There were a lot more Tony the Tiger references in there somewhere, and I remember there was an epilogue, but for the most part, it's exactly what I saw. And my point in saying this is, I'm fucking nuts. I am absolutely crazy, but I love it. I love how passionate I am about this. I love the way I see things. And I hope that that comes across in the show. I hope that it gets you guys to really invest in these characters, because they're not just characters to me. They're extensions and they're slight embellishments of the person behind the camera. Trust me. The things that I plan on performing for you guys, oh, it's just fucking crazy. I think my disc is about to run out of room, so I'm gonna kind of say my piece here. I have a horse tail. And I'm not perfect. And that's okay. Because before, I always thought of everything as a matter of proving myself. I always needed to prove myself. But now I realize that I don't need to bear that burden anymore. I can just have fun. And now my passion is not weighed down by that fear of not being able to prove myself. Now it's just fun. Now I'm just going to take it easy, and I'm still going to be as passionate, as creative as I can possibly be, but it's not going to have that anxiety behind it anymore. And that's, it's taken so long for me to reach this point, and I have that person to thank. Hence, horse tail. I didn't think of a closing line. Fuck. Later days. I like weekenders. Oh, and also watch this clip from... I'll figure it out. It's from Figuratively. I'm going to use that one. Bye, people. See you next week.
You know that stuff that they're selling now at the local shop?
Which stuff?
I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, yes.
Well, you know, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, well, I believe that is the idea, yeah.
Then yesterday, I went to Crookenden and I bought this other stuff, like a sort of home brand, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, I can't believe it's not butter.
I'm losing you now.
Oh, right. Well, you know I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, you think it is butter.
No, I mean, you know the stuff that I can't believe is not butter is called I can't believe it's not butter.
Probably, yeah.
Well, I can't believe the stuff that is not I can't believe it's not butter is not I can't believe it's not butter. And I can't believe that both I can't believe it's not butter and the stuff that I can't believe is not I can't believe it's not butter are both in fact not butter. And I believe they both might be butter. In a cunning disguise. And in fact, there's a lot more butter around than we all thought there was.
Yeah. You see, I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm sure God does and is intrigued by the whole thing.